Oh, hey man. It looks like you forgot your book back in class. I'm guessing you'd probably want it back, huh? Yeah, I bet you would, wouldn't you? Such a shame. I was looking forward to reading it if you didn't get it back. It's actually one of my favorites, but the library just hasn't had many copies that aren't flying off the shelves. Yet I feel like nobody's talking about it. Or maybe nobody's talking to me. Really could be either or with my type. Of course, I'll give it back. I'm only as creepy as you make me out to be, but hey, don't I know you? Of course, I know them. We're in the same. Ugh, what was I thinking? Because everybody loves to hear about the state of their high school library almost as much as they love allowing that sort of statement to transition into a romantic confession. Well, not confession. Never a confession. Never leave the cards on the table. Just a typical hangout, as it goes. One that could take on a retrospective romantic tint, but a dip into that sort of practice nonetheless. Let's remove that slight negging, but maybe increase some factor of hostility to add some slight intrigue. The search history doesn't lie, and they certainly have a very particular type. I can play the type. No qualms about it. The type. The type. Okay. From the top. Nerd. You forgot your book back in class. You left it on my desk and everything. It really pisses me off when people like you are so careless. I guess you'd probably want it back. Yeah? Yeah, I bet you would. Wouldn't you? You're lucky I don't peel its pages right out of its spine just for the audacity you possess. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't. Or allow me to get something out of this arrangement. Your choice. Too much hostility. Who would have guessed it was possible to be too hostile under these confines? The transition to the actual asking of the out was more seamless, but the asking out itself does not carry the connotations it should. Shouldn't sound like I'm asking for them to walk a mile in cement shoes, should sound perkier, peppier. Perhaps the contrast between outward appearance and inner personality, previously untapped by any other student, would appeal to the same slight intrigue. The aggression is appealing in some quality, if not for their backlog of tsundere videos, but aggression channeled into happiness conveys more exuberance, excitement, and persistence, which could indeed also carry some appeal. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it, but you left your book back in class. Oh my gosh, that must have been so embarrassing for you. I can't believe you're so forgetful. You're so lucky I was here to find it. Oh my gosh. I guess you'd probably want it back. Yeah? Yeah, I bet you would. Wouldn't you? I bet there's also a price to pay for making me stare at the back of your head the whole time, and I bet there's a way to allow us both to get what we want. I guess if you know me, you'll just have to find out. Did I really just say, oh my gosh, 3 times? 3. 3 times. 3! I don't think enough fucks in the world are gonna save me from the kind of hell that can only be found inside of Claire's. Maybe some reevaluation is in order. We, in the singular use of the term, have been granted a particularly advantageous opportunity to strike up conversation with the apple of my eye. Through this conversation, I both need to establish a more formal introduction than one gets from staring at the back of another's head, and from there, need to charm this individual enough for them to trust me, to take them to a secondary location. Only there do we stop from being mere strangers, mere classmates. Only there do I stop being the aloof punk and they the quiet scholar, but maybe something else. Maybe something more. This could easily be a 3-second interaction at most. And even then, there is no guarantee that they'll return to the classroom. So this waiting might be all for naught if that is the case. But the chance granted to me is far too great to lose out on. Far too great. Far, far, far too great. To allow myself to miss out on it is to miss out on every other chance to speak to them again. As much as I wish there were a stronger plan in order, How would I ask them? Is that even a question within this very exercise? Too much of a risk quotient. For now, Plan B is always an option. Ugh, what are you doing here? What am I doing here? Cleaning up because I'm not a pig? Honestly, do you have no consideration for anybody else? Besides, what are you doing here? You forgot your book back in class. I'm guessing you'd probably want it back. Huh. Yeah, too bad it isn't here. I should know. But it might have already wound up in Lost and Found, you know. There is a period or so between our classes, and another before the end of the day. It could have happened. Yeah, our class. Calloway? Desmonia Calloway? I'm surprised my name doesn't ring more of a bell considering I'm always stuck staring at the back of your head. And not by choice, by the by. Look, I happen to know the fastest route to Lost and Found in all the school. So if you want to trek the half hour to the other side of the building, well, who am I not to leave a pilgrim to their exodus? But if you'd prefer... Oh, I don't know. Secret elevator access and classroom shortcuts? I guess I could make time for you. But it's gonna cost ya. So, have you assessed your risks? Sure. I guess you could say that my risks have been assessed. Now, if you'll follow me, Plan B has gone off without a hitch.